What's up, guys? It is Carly here, bringing you a video from my car for once because I don't think I'll have time to make a video later, honestly, and yeah, so I'm using my phone right now, so sorry if the sun is kind of annoying, but anyway, I'm here with your Tuesday review, and today I'm going to be talking about a movie called Bruiser from, I believe, the year 2000 or 2001. It was one of those. It is a George Romero film that I had never heard of before, and I found it at a thrift store the other day and thought it was pretty cool because I had never heard of it, and it looked pretty interesting just based on the cover. Obviously, I don't have it with me, so my apologies for that, but yeah, so Bruiser is about this character. His name was Henry, I believe, and he kind of has a shitty life. He's your typical pushover type of guy. He's got a wife and a boss and a friend who are all just kind of assholes and kind of use him and do things behind his back and things like that, and he's kind of aware of it, but he's just living his life, and he has like visions of killing himself and harming other people, and it's kind of just fantasies to kind of take out the rage that he feels inside. But then one day he has this white mask that he gets from a girl he meets, and it becomes his actual face. He realizes he can't take it off, it's literally just his skin, so he kind of takes on this persona and gets revenge on all these people who have done him wrong, and yeah, just becomes sort of a slasher movie in that aspect. This movie was weird, that's what I can say about it. It had a very weird vibe behind it the entire time. Just the, I don't know, the general tone was just kind of funky and off, and for me, I didn't really care for it too much. Some people might like it. I've heard mostly negative reviews about this film, but it's not awful or anything like that. I did like the concept with the white mask because it was really creepy, because the eyeballs were like just these tiny little holes, and it was just a expressionless mask, so I really like that aspect about it. And I like the parts where he's having the visions in the beginning of you know, harming other people or himself. I think they're very just, it's very relative to what some people actually think in their mind sometimes, where you think things and don't say them or don't do them, and I thought it was played really strangely too. It just comes out of nowhere some of the times when he'll just be standing there and then he attacks someone and you're like, oh shit, is this real? But then it turns out to just be a fantasy, and sometimes I don't like that, but in this case I thought it was pretty fitting for the plot and what the character's going through, so I thought that was pretty cool. All in all, I didn't really like the characters. I wasn't all that invested in them, and that's kind of why I didn't necessarily like this story too much. It was just a weird film. The main character, you do kind of feel for him, and you do kind of like that he's getting his revenge and things like that, but I don't overly love him or anything like that. I think he's okay, and all the other characters I just find to be kind of okay. You know, they're all kind of bad guy type of characters, like pieces of shit who kind of use the main character, so it makes sense that you wouldn't really find them likable, but I just think they're okay. They're kind of basic. Overall, the story was okay. It just really wasn't fantastic or anything like that, and as a slasher, it wasn't necessarily, I wouldn't call it a very fun slasher. It was kind of a little bit more serious tone, so if you're looking for something more fun, I would not really recommend this film. The only reason I really recommend it, I guess, is if you're trying to see all of George Romero's films, which I found it very odd that he made this movie because I've never heard anyone talk about it, so I thought that was pretty interesting just to add it to my collection. But overall, it was just very basic and just a little bit, I would say, between average to above average, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for joining me for this Tuesday review. Sorry if I am rushing through it and didn't really say too much. It is because my phone sucks and does not hold much storage, so I wanted to kind of get this out before it turns off on me. So thank you guys once again. I will see you next Tuesday.